Hello and welcome to Ender's Indies. Today we are playing the Séance of Blake Manor. This is a deductive reasoning game, kind of in the vein of Return of the Obra Dinn from what I've seen, published by Raw Fury. I have tried to stay pretty blind of it though. Alright, Dublin, Ireland.
Mr. Ward!
Is that us? Mr. Ward. That's me.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara.
Connemara.
Yesterday, a guest went missing.
Oh, missing person,
A
okay.
young woman named Evelyn Deane.
Evelyn Deane. Let's find her.
Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened.
Nothing's happened. I'm sure nothing happened.
She has not left. Of that I am sure.
Curious that the game's called The Séance of Blake Manor and not The
This
Disappearance of
envelope
Evelyn
contains
Deane.
200
I wonder what
pounds.
happened to her, huh?
Please, sir, accept this money and come
200
quick,
pounds.
for I fear she's not long for this world.
I agree. I agree based on the
Further
title of the game.
£300 will be paid out if you find her alive.
That's 500 total pounds, guys. My
I know
deductive
the rest of
reasoning is
Ireland
going
might well be
crazy.
the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to.
My, like, Irish
I hear
Sherlock
you are an
Holmes.
honorable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly.
Oh, true. Bless up.
I pray for the girl that this is true.
I mean, I guess because if she got seanced, she probably got attacked by some ungodly beings. Or people who are ungodly. Okay. The game did have a content warning at the beginning that was basically like, this takes place in Ireland. We tried to be like historically accurate about stuff, but also be sensitive with the language used. I don't know that the seance, like, I mean, I'm sure there was some seance-y stuff going on, but I'm well, anyway, I'm sure it's not 100% historically accurate is what I'm getting at. I should have looked at that date. Fuck, my deductive reasoning is already out the fucking window. I don't know where we are. When am I? Oh, fuck. When am I? It's in October, I think.
Evelyn Deane,
Evelyn Deane.
daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Deane.
Rupert Deane is an amazing name. Do you think they're related to Jimmy Deane, the sandwich mogul?
I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father.
Did they kiss?
Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Well, maybe. Maybe still.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Yeah, it will. Alright, let's turn around. It cost me 1 clock to look at the front gates. Whatever. We'll use my clock. The manor is miles from Gauford. Miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there's nowhere to go. And let me check. No horse. We ain't playing Uma Musume, boys. You can move faster by running. Press shift to run. I was already doing that. You will move slower when crouching. Press control to toggle crouching. Oh, there's going to be stealth. Settings can be altered in the options menu. Let's take a look at the options menu. Motion blur, but motion blur off by default is a big win for us gamers. Because no one likes that shit. Well, I mean, I don't. Detective vision. Hold on, guys. I'm locking in. What do my special eyes see? Okay, so my clock was 1 minute, right? So now it says... I know this is just a building with a fountain in front of it, but it's giving blueprints. I'm sorry. I know the only thing that's the same is... Hey guys, there's a guy here. That guy doesn't look godly.
Is somebody there?
Is he gonna fucking jump scare me? Oh. Goodness gracious, he with birds. I'm seeing things, so true. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. The washerwoman? You can check all the evidence you find in the records. Press 2 to access the records. Let's do that now. Washerwoman. Why are we calling her? Oh, because she was Guys, my deductive reasoning skills are going off the fucking charts. She was washing. The records contain a catalog of all the evidence who's gathered. Okay, yeah, we get it. Examine my hiring letter. We should look at that. I can discuss it with Glasses Boy. Alright. Hiring letter. Examine. Mr. Ward, I'll waste no time. Wait, is this... This is what the opening sequence was. So we don't need to read that again. Let's take a look at this photograph of Miss Deane. Can I flip it? Nope. She's got a huge fucking necklace that looks like a video game controller. And there is a sigil behind her. This looks important to me. Luggage. My luggage. Okay. Map of the region. Ulster, Connaught, and Munster. The Connaught region. I'm probably going to say all these things wrong. Please don't hurt me. Built on conquered land by Edward Blake in 1655. What a wily guy. Okay, the washerwoman. I thought I saw fuck me. I thought I saw a woman washing clothes in the fountain out front in the manor. Now, I don't know if you guys can remember what we just saw, but I would not have said that. I mean, there is a damp garment, but that person was like bundled up and like wearing shit. Something in the fountain where I thought I saw that woman. A shawl? Perhaps. I've got a bad feeling about this place. I mean, yeah, you walk into a building where someone went missing, you see a scary, ghostly woman turn to birds. Yeah. I would have a bad feeling too. Alright, let's examine this fountain. It will cost me another clock. A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. I agree, that's why I thought it looked like Blueprints. I didn't play Blueprints on the channel, but I mean, everyone should have played Blueprints. Indie gamers, go play Blueprints. Unless you don't like puzzles, but then you probably wouldn't like this one either. Did you guys hear that horse? I swear to God, I just heard a horse. I'm too Uma Musume pilled. Oh. No, I probably did hear a horse. Locked. I can hear horses in the distance. You're right, I can. Alright. Is this Evelyn Deane? Statue. It doesn't not look like Evelyn Deane, but to be fair, I mean, it doesn't really look like her either. A bronze statue of a lady. It's not that old. A few years, perhaps. Dedication to Mary Blake. The Mark... How do you pronounce that? Marquess? The Marks? Marks? Marquise? Marky Marks? I think it's Mark's wife. Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and lives through her kind and charitable deeds. Okay, Mary Blake. Idolized wife, deceased Marchioness. Marchioness. Marquess and Marchioness. They won't let me take this lantern, which is a shame. I would like the lantern. Dude, I am just chilling in this rain, aren't I? That's what a true detective does. We like rain. Alright, north is this way. Good to know, guys. My deductive reasoning skills are going off the charts here. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Perhaps. Time is of the essence. If you are to solve the mystery of Blake Manor, time advances when... Oh, okay, I read that so weird, but you know what I mean. Time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. You have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You will be free to explore the manor in the coming days. What? They should have told me that before I spent fucking... you know, a whole minute looking at the front gate and a whole minute looking at the. That's only until midnight. I only have 56 interacts remaining. I should probably not look at these lanterns, right? They're kind of scary though. I don't know. Something tells me maybe I should look at them. Hmm. Okay, something just drew my attention. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment taking in the place first. I need to walk in. You can record your goals and progress in the mystery. And progress. Oh my. Good thing this isn't a game about reading things correctly. You've unlocked a mystery, Miss Deane's departure. Let's investigate. I've got my hiring letter. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Collecting a connection reveals context for why two nodes are connected. I don't really need... Is it, like, bad for me to, like, select that? I know why the check-in is related. Because I need to... No one knows I'm here. Alright, we got a flower. This entertainment schedule is probably useful. Clock, I don't know. That private letter, I bet, could be useful. All these private letters, newspapers could be useful. Interacting with a person or object, you may have more than one option. I can place my luggage there. Maybe I could do that. The Grand Séance, 31st of October, 1987. Is that when she went missing? The cloakroom? Atrium, the luggage room? Should I maybe investigate some of these private letters before I ring the bell? Letters written in a swirly script. I think it may be Middle Eastern. Okay, we got some Middle Eastern writing. Letters from a Mr. Dupree. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. Dupree. Personal letter from a Victoria Lau. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. There's no letter in. Look at the newspapers. Random issues, each focusing on how peaceful the region is. It was useless to me. Alright, that's all. Is there anything else behind the counter? I don't see anything else behind the counter. Another newspaper, a book, some water. Let's ring this bell.
Yes?
Yes, I have to click.
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken.
Fix that shit. How is a detective supposed to fucking get a message in?
Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in.
Cool.
I'll send words that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in.
Alright. This book is fucking huge. But okay. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass around to hunt for observations. So we'd want to know when... Oh, here's Evelyn Deane right here. Miss Deane signed the registration a few days ago. What's this name? A lot of names here, all signed within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Deane, there are 17 others. That's a fuck ton of people. So currently checked in as Miss Deane, myself, and 17 other people. Only one guest has signed in with an X, meaning that this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. I guess so. at this time, people who couldn't read or write would sign with an X, or maybe this is someone who does know how to read and write, but they are trying to remain anonymous. Person X and a father, Lorcan Sinnott, signed in after Miss Deane reportedly went missing. So these two names were after. There's another observation somewhere that says, observation 3 out of 4. Okay, here. Guest sign-in times. A record of who arrived and departed, and when. I notice Miss Deane did not sign out. That makes sense. And we will now sign in ourselves.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The Séance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Alright.
Indeed. The, Séance.
Yeah,
I
what is that
noticed
about?
the Miss Deane's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer.
Well, she didn't check out.
Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from my records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about their character and mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Miss Deane. Alright, we'll discuss evidence. Navigate the people category and ask about Miss Deane. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Deane already departed? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be useful for her? Or usual for her? I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Okay. Let's analyze this guy. Cracking glasses. I agree they would be difficult to see through. You need glasses to see. Unhappy expression. Profoundly displeased. And hand on his pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's pressed for time or ruled by routine or both. Okay, so he's got pocket watch, glasses cracked. He looks scary or like spooky. Is there anything else that we would like to discuss with him? I could ask about the washerwoman, but I might seem crazy. Let's not do that right now.
I need nothing else, thank you.
I only have so much time.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
Ding ding! The bell. That's how you summon him. What are those plates? Here but left. Your date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It'd be good to see the letter she left behind. It seems my cutoff for investigating is midnight. I should get a move on. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see which items you can interact with, hold space. To activate detective vision, which we already did. So we've got a lot of detective vision here. In that picture, they were looking at these discs. This is interesting. Is it like currency? What on earth could these be used for? It could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue to their use somewhere around here. Oh, we just took them. Cool. So it's Friday, October 29th. Is this a good thing to look at? Probably. 3 days since Miss Deane went missing. So she went missing on the 26th. Flip it around. Wicked Witch. A listing of all guest activities planned for this event. I want to see these. Monday the 25th, welcome luncheon. Tuesday the 26th, which is when she went missing. Afternoon tea and lawn games, and at 8 p.m. a bridge game. She left in the night, so she left after the bridge game? On with this, maybe she didn't want to go horse riding. 1 to 5 horse riding parlor games. Thursday the 28th, archery, elsewhere cricket, divination with Miss Mantovani on the 28th. Today, carriage tour of our land was at 11 a.m. This is tomorrow. There's a masked ball. Right, perfect for a detective thing. 8 p.m. silent diner or dinner. At 9 p.m. the grand séance in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. What is going on here? It's a freak hotel. Is this the talk? The Grand Séance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirit for yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. So, this is what they're doing here, to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Deane doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child to stray so far from his sight that she could end up here, of all places. Who was this woman? Oh no, she's missing. We could go into the atrium, we could go into the luggage room. Maybe we should peek into the luggage room. It's not going to take me any time to enter this room. Right? It didn't say. 116. No, but there's a shit ton of luggage in here. Oh, there's actually not that much that I could actually investigate. What's that? There seems to be something stuck inside. The grate is fastened firmly to the wall. I can't get it out. There's 100% something stuck in. Huh? Oh shit, the luggage fell on me. We look at it? I guess we look at it. No, it didn't tell us anything. So it just fell from, there. Check this luggage. Empty luggage of the hotel's guests. I guess this is just empty. This trunk looks crazy. Locked, of course, but there's something about the pattern on that lid. The way it's pulling me in. I'll have to return here later. Yeah, that looks like a puzzle, for sure. Alright. Trunk, trunk, trunk. Is a door closing? It sounded loud. I like this, like, the sound effects. Like, kind of giving, like, comic book vibe. This is the manager's office. I probably can't just stroll into the manager's office. We can check the cloakroom. St. Bridget's Cross. Are the staff putting these up around the manor? So this is like... I'll look at the evidence in a second. There's nothing stuck on that vent. These are people's boots. There are 3 pairs of boots. Some coats. I don't think it's worth it to look at all these coats. They all look just about normal to me. This salt is... It sounds suspicious, so maybe we should look at it just to get it in our evidence. Used to absorb moisture from the coats and boots. I guess that makes sense. Wasn't thinking about the moisture, guys. I was thinking about evil spirits and shit. Should I look at the boots? Because there's 3 of them. Maybe that's important. There's crates. Let's take a look at the mysteries here. Investigate. We asked about Miss Deane. Oh my god. Great goodness. Current focus. Find Deane's letter. Okay. Guest sign in time. We could look at that. She didn't sign out. We gotta find the letter. We gotta ask. We got the telegraph machine being broken. The unhappy expression. I could ask him about these things, but right now I think we need to get focused on finding this letter. Does it say when she went missing here? This is on October 26th. Which, so yesterday she went missing on the 25th. Then, so I miscounted or something, or they're counting time differently than I. She went missing in the night, so between the 25th and the 26th, I guess. Ooh, we could listen in the manager's office. There's someone on the other side, so we're not going in. We're good, boy. Should I look at this book? Books are always fun to look at. It's a book about those carved turnips. Oh my goodness. Or we're gonna read. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give a glowing effect. They're supposed to ward off evil spirits. Why do you want to ward off evil spirits if you're trying to do a seance? I guess maybe you want to talk to a good spirit. They're based on Stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb into a tree. Then he carved a cross on the tree's trunk, and old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down since he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways. But the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either. So he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Oh, it kind of got played there. Old Nick sent him on his way with only an ever-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think they're the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I hear they're taken to the tradition to America, but use pumpkins instead. Yeah, the Jack-o'-lantern. As you know. I can't see it being Eerie somehow. Telegraph room. We're locked in. Faint smell of burnt paper. Oh, I think I found the letter, huh? It's smell. Envelopes. I feel like a lot of these are a waste of my time. A battery? Oh, these are the discs. I could repair the telegraph machine. We're gonna look into the fire here. Nothing they can see in there that would be causing the burnt smell. So where the fuck is it coming from? Open the desk? Little interest to me, okay. In these drawers? Stationery, ink. I mean, is it possible that the reason why the burnt smell is we can't find it is because it's just, you know, like burnt? Alright, same fucking drawer. Okay, look at this book. I guess I can look under some things. Anything interesting? Maybe that paper that's stuck in the vent, or the thing that's stuck in the vent, is the letter, and it burned, and went there. I could repair this machine. Maybe this is a good idea. A voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode separated by an electrolyte bridge. Copper disc, electrolyte bridge, zinc disc. So 4 volts is you just do copper, electrolyte, zinc 4 times. What's the required voltage? That's a great question. 6. Alright. Okay, I know, but I can repair this. Oh, the discs are the smell. It got burnt out. Okay. Alright, here we go. 6 volts, guys. Let's do this. Seems like a fairly easy puzzle. Right number of discs, of course. So we do a copper, a paper, a zinc, a copper, a paper, a zinc, a copper, a paper, a zinc. That's 3. Copper, paper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc. Close. Wait, it took off a disc. Zinc. Copper, paper, zinc, copper, paper, zinc. That should be 6 volts. Test. The battery seems to be working. We did it. Let's see if we get any beep, 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 beep. There's a hum to it. Should tell the manager. Indeed, Miss Deane's departure gained entry to the office. And I did fix the telegram machine, but does that help me get into the office? Should we look at this typewriter? Kind of looks interesting. Used to type. Okay. I knew that. Actually, if you can believe that, I did know that was what a typewriter is used for. I guess we go back to the lobby. Should I tell him that I fixed his machine? Is he gonna be happy about that? Or is he gonna be like, why'd you take my fucking discs? I was gonna do that. What was that sound? Luggage room. Coat room. The only room I haven't gotten into is here. We could check the atrium. Oh, no we can't. When the what? When the porter arrives? Here's a bottle here of water or whatever. As far as I can tell, there's not much for me to do other than, well, open these cupboards. Paper from 3 years ago. A carriage accident resulted in the death of the Marquess's wife. That's when we got that statue. Assortment of trashy romance novels. Okay, someone loves trashy romance novels and little weird dolls. I'm sure they're fun to be around. So I ring the bell? I guess. Oh, maybe if I ring the bell and tell him the telegram machine is fixed, he'll go look at the telegram machine. I can go pop in the office. That makes sense.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
We're gonna discuss some evidence real quick. And that's that I fixed the telegram machine. It's now fixed. I did it.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it.
I bet he did, and it wasn't me. I didn't steal your discs.
Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Oh, we're so smart. I should act quickly. Yes, we should. We need to get into that damn room. Character locations, points of interest in the room. Oh, we have a map. Okay. Yellow arrows indicate where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Telegraph room. Okay. Characters will change position every hour. So right now, we only have an hour to do this. So. All right. Clipboard, letters, stack of letters. Just looking to see if there's anything that immediately stands out as the window's open. That's a little weird. Hat box. Let's look at this clipboard. Record of who's in which room. Useful information to have. There's something under it. Evelyn Deane, that's her signature right there. Miss Deane's departure letter. On his desk. Yes, he was examining it. It's signed. I wonder, does this match your signature in the sign book? That's a good point. It doesn't. Look. This piece is signed differently. The angle here is differently. Boom. That's a pretty damn big difference. I mean, this is a pretty big difference. That's a pretty big difference. This is a forged signature. And not even good. Someone else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? Who knew that being a detective was as easy as playing Spot the Difference? You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. My hypothesis is she didn't write the letter? Evidence provide keywords for each hypothesis. Okay, we're in Danganronpa, boys. Meat on the bone. Alright, explore manager's office. Discs. We got a telegraph machine fixed. Forged letters, fake handwriting. Think. We have to click the think button. Alright. Press consider to determine if you're correct. Okay, we can do that. We can think, we can consider, we can hypothesize. Miss Deane's departure letter is forged. What if? I know what happened here. We did it.
Miss Deane didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
They speak English?
Yes, this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would.
That's true. They can write, but it seemed like most people could write. They know Miss Deane. No, they might not know Miss Deane. Because they could have just looked at the signature book. Or no, they probably did know Miss Deane. Because if they didn't, they would have looked at the signature book and they would have been able to forge that signature better. That's what I'm gonna say, but I don't know if that's right.
Nothing suggests a relationship or lack thereof.
Okay, that's pretty much what I said. So that...
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland.
But we just learned moments ago that almost everyone here was literate. Because they all signed their name. But I guess that doesn't necessarily mean they're literate. But the game made a point to say that it seemed like the literacy rates were higher and only one person signed theirs with an X.
The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
I mean, I guess you're true, but it doesn't seem... As a matter of fact, it seems like we've been told specifically that that's not very helpful. Oh my goodness. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing mysteries and finding Miss Deane. Each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. So the only fact we have right now is that they are able to write. For now, it's time to get some rest. Okay, that's what it says. The culprit. He seems literate, so... Profile Miss Varley, unhappy expression, and cracking glasses. So this is his specific... Investigate his office? Is that not where I'm at right now? Interesting.
Mr. Ward.
So... He seems to have caught my ass.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
We need to go out the window. Fast. Alright. Oh, you're right, someone did move the shawl. Maybe it was the shawl ghost. Or Evelyn Deane. She's not gone, she's turned into a shawl.
Mr. Ward?
Sorry, I just Stepped outside. Not into your office.
Your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
Porter. That's like a car guy, or... What the fuck's a porter exactly? Thought it was like... Oh my goodness, look at this. The drawing room. Look at this portrait. Jonathan Blake, his young son Walter, and his late wife Mary. Walter Blake and Jonathan Blake, they should still be alive, right? Shield. Oh yeah, no Blake family crest. Scary photo. Oh fuck, it's her. It's Mary. Is that a ghost? Declan. We gotta get a grip. That was clearly her, right? Whoa, they got a fucking... They got an ectoplasm machine. I'm looking at it. Wonder what its function is. What's it measuring? It's measuring ectoplasm, dude. This kid is scary. Walter Blake. Dude, you know someone posted up with a fucking raven and or crow corvid of some variety. I think it's small, so what, that makes it a raven, right? Crows are fucking huge, I think. A recent drawing of the manor. That could be interesting, that could be useful. The water closet, or wash closet, it seems to be called here. You want me to go upstairs?
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
So is the porter just like the guy who shows you to your room? Like a bellhop almost? Here she is. Mary with a pot. Maybe she's not Mary. Egyptian. Lady Wilhelmina Blake. So like a grandma? Or something? Great grandma?
This room's yours, sir.
So he is like a bellhop. That guy looks kind of scary too. These people are all evil, I think. Any other... let's look at this room plan. I still have enough time to like waste on a few things. Rooms 1 through 3. Let's just take a look. Edward Blake, the founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand makes him almost Christ-like, though he was anything but a savior figure. He's anti-Christ-like. Ooh. I'm gonna analyze this guy. Do his sideburns count? Sunken red eyes. Oh, he's allergic. Unusual Celtic cross. Seems somehow different to many I've seen. Shaky hands. He's like on something.
Well, breakfast is served at 9 a.m. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well. And
Guess there's not much to talk to him about right now, at least. Enter my old bedroom. Scary room this is, huh? Drop my luggage down. Look at this painting of a deer. Nothing over here. The bed to look at. There's some fire to look at. Oh, look at the mirror. Could be fun. I look and feel exhausted. True. Nothing of note. Gramophone. No recordings, but I'm sure we'll have something to use there eventually. That's a little freaky. That's true. Not intelligent and sly enough to not get mounted on my wall. Poor guy. Yeah, no unpacking in case we need to fucking run. Nightstand. Good. Seems like we just go to bed. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. We'll sleep. We'll sleep. Is this... Am I freaking out? Okay. So what's my detective take on this one? Because this is a... Oh, right. I'm... There's a triangle. Oh, I have to draw a triangle. I can do that. Ooh! We hit the triangle. It's like, Castlevania. The one that you draw sigils in. Oh my god, that's a lot of triangles. So, do I have to not cross over? Okay, so yes, I do have to not cross over. So we want to go like this. Nope. We want to go like... We want to go like... This. Nope. We want to start here, maybe. No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? No, maybe it does. No. Wait. All according to my plan. Draw a triangle. Hardest puzzle in the game. Okay. That's an obelisk from hell. Is that gonna get added to my evidence? Oh my goodness. So, like... We probably have to... But this has to... Okay, okay. I like this. I think we got it. Boom! 5 big booms for the Séance at Blake Manor. For Evelyn Deane. Sorry, your Evelyn Deane disappeared. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, fuck. I'm getting, like, eaten by this sigil. My brain. My detective brain. Good morning. Time for breakfast. Okay. That's 8. It's an hour until breakfast, actually.
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance. Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
That's true. We did just... Oh.
What on...
Something just crashed. Alright. I hate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. I think that's a good place to call it. We're about 50-ish minutes in. I don't want to spoil the game. I wanted to kind of give an idea on the game so you can decide if it's something that you think you would want to play. It's obviously my first time I experiencing it as well. I think I'm obviously going to continue playing it. I don't think I'm going to continue playing it on cameras because it's not what we do here often. But yeah, I think it's probably a very good little chunk of the game that you can decide if this is something that you are interested in. I love this kind of game. I don't play a lot of them on here just because they don't translate all that well to this kind of I guess the way that I do these videos, where I do a small chunk of it, because then there's a lot of mystery, obviously, that we haven't unwrapped or unraveled. Um, Let me know if in the future you would like to see me play more long form games and stuff, because then maybe I will. Right now, I don't really have the audience for it. So right now we're just doing showcase stuff. So this has been the Séance at Blake Manor. It is a deductive reasoning game with a lot of promise. The voice acting seems good. I am enjoying it so far. It seems like there's a lot of systems here that are going to open up in a lot of interesting ways. So, there's some sigils happening. There's some spooky uh, things like, is there actually anything supernatural going on? We saw a ghost, but you've seen Scooby-Doo. There are sometimes explanations for those sort of things. And in history, there have been explanations for those sort of things that aren't ghosts. But we did have a weird dream. There could have been drugging involved, like the way that the guy was irritated with his eyes. Maybe he slipped something into our room on the bed powder or the bed sheets or something. Or maybe we just had a crazy dream that, skyrocketed us into hell. Um, I like that there is this kind of up in the air feeling about that, where you don't know if it is truly supernatural or not. It could go either way, and I think that is fun and interesting. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's my take so far on the game. I will probably be playing more, and then once I'm finished with it, I will do a new review on my Steam Curator page. So go follow my Steam Curator page if you haven't. There will be a link in the description, um, where I post about games pretty much only that I finished that I think are worth buying. So check that out. And if you see Séance and Blake Manor there, we will see my final thoughts on the game. And maybe I'll tweet about it too. You can follow me on Twitter. But other than that, guys, I hope you had a wonderful time. As always, eat some trash and do some science for me. And we'll be back next time with a new indie game to look at with me and you. And I'm recording this at 10:41 on New Year's Eve. So by the time this goes up, most likely, Happy New Year. It'll probably come up tomorrow or the day after, sometime like that. So, Happy New Year's, guys. And 2026 will be the year of indie games on this channel. I'm going to get back into it, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. So, love you all. Have a wonderful 2026. Play the Séance of Blake Manor if you want to. I don't know why I'm fucking talking so much. Good night. Goodbye.